Hello, it's Alex, and no, the thumbnail and the title is not the vibe of today's video. I am not going to rant and complain about a game that I basically am not very good at because I'm still basically getting to grips with it, but I'm giving you a review of my games of the year because guess what? I've had more than one, I've had more than two, I've played 6 games and then like 2 demo games, but I don't have the stats for them. So I've played 8 games this year, and I've basically have already achieved a goal of playing at least 10 games of 10th edition by the end of 10th edition, because for too long I've been busy painting other people's armies and being a hobby butterfly and not painting an army of my own. So firstly, before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you so much to all my opponents this year for, giving me games. It's been such a blast. I've had good times. I've had games where I've been absolutely pounded. But guess what? I've still had fun because my opponent has been awesome. So thank you so much if you are one of those opponents. I appreciate you, and hopefully I was tolerable enough that you could play that person again. Anyway, Warhammer 40K, quite complex if you're a noob like me, because guess what? Maths, numbers, figuring out what to do on a board, it's quite overwhelming for someone simple-minded like me, but I'm getting my head around it and I'm really enjoying myself. I quite like the format of your secondaries and your objectives, and you shuffle the deck and you just kind of play the game. You try to kill your opponent, but I've actually now got more into the mindset of trying to play 2 objectives as well. I know, hard to believe, simple-minded person like myself somehow can grasp the concept of math where if I get more points than my opponent, I can win. But that said, I like blowing stuff up, and the fact that I've somehow blown up 2 knights in 2 separate games has filled me with so much joy, because knight go boom, I go yay. So yes, there's that as well. As well, what I've been loving about this game is the flavour of different armies. I've had the pleasure of playing against different armies. Got Tau, got Death Guard, got Orcs, Black Templars. I've played Leagues of Voltan in the demo game. I've played Khorne Berserkers and boarding actions last year, and some Imperial Guard. And also, I played some Space Wolves as well at some point, which was quite fun. But those were like all demo games. But that said, every army has its kind of flavour, and I'm kind of enjoying that because each game feels a bit different. And even if you're playing a game with, let's say, an objective or a game layout before, it could be so different depending on the army you're up against. Like, one army could be running across the board, another army may just shoot you off the board. How I have experience with Tower, they go, "See you later, Alex," bang, and just blow me up, and I'm like, oh, okay. But guess what? That's the flavour of their army, that's the flavour of the game, and I have to learn to get around that and deal with that. And with my Necrons, over time, I hope I can get better with using strategies and stratagems. Guess what? I actually use stratagems sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, go to ground, smoke screen. I know, look at me, the tactician who's ready to conquer the Warhammer world with my amazing genius. Of course, everything I'm saying is a lie and sarcastic. I am not any of those things. So overall, this year, it has really inspired me, and it's a great thing. I am inspired to continue this hobby, building my Necrons, maybe start a new army for next year, little narrative or side project, and hopefully get more games. So my goal for next year is essentially, if I can get 1 game a month and get 12 games next year, I'll be over the moon. Or if I can't get 1 game a month, if I can at least attend maybe 2 tournaments. By tournaments, I don't mean like at Warhammer World, but like kind of tournament settings where it's like a 2-dayer or 1-day event where you play more than 1 40k game. That would be awesome. But as well, I'd like to just get some casual games as well, have fun. And hopefully my goal for next year is get more than 1 win. But I'm still super stoked about that 1 win, because that is the spark. It's the potential of, no, I can do this. I can win. I can play. And I sometimes roll dice okay. Big up my Doomstalkers 4+ invulnerable save. You are like the GOAT for me. And also my Catan just sitting in his chair being angry, shouting obscenities at my opponent, because why not? It's funny. And that's the great thing about this game. You can enjoy it for the fun, rolling dice, the social aspect. You can enjoy it for the math crunching, making the ultimate list, making your opponent cry, but then you won't have friends. or you have that middle ground where you can do a bit of both and everyone's happy. And I have found a point where I'm having so much fun in this game, and this yearly reviews type of me just going, this is great, I'm loving it. So I'm just spreading some positivity onto the web, because I know sometimes people can be, this sucks because of this, and they're valid criticisms if those people are more informed than me. Most people are more informed than me than in this game. But guess what? I have an annoying YouTube channel. I'm going to throw an opinion out there because I can. So if you agree, leave a comment. If you disagree, guess what? You can leave a comment too, because I don't police you. Let's have a conversation, but be respectful towards each other and have a rad time. And hopefully 2025 is great for you hobby-wise or in life in general. But before I go, if you could like, comment, subscribe, share, I'd greatly appreciate that as well. Thank you to the people on screen. They support the channel a bit more. You can check out my Patreon. It's actually free to read the blogs and stuff, but these guys go that extra mile to do some giveaways and some other bits and bobs. So thank you so much, guys. You are awesome. Thank you again for another year of new people dropping on by and stuff. It's been rad. I've said rad twice or 3 times in this video. I don't often say rad because I'm not like a 80s, 90s skater surfer dude, because I am not that. I would probably be classed as slightly lame, bruh. But anyway, till next time, thank you so much for dropping on by. All the best.